Hello and welcome to How Do You Build That with me, KingZee. Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is KingZee. Welcome back to another tutorial video here on my channel. If you're brand new, I have a few series going on. Right now I have a single player survival let's play world that I do a lot of really cool builds, and a lot of the builds that I do on there I take and make tutorial videos out of. And then I also have the tutorial series going on. Make sure to check that out if you want to see some more cool builds. But today's tutorial is going to be on this little starter house behind me. Pretty small, pretty simple. I do not actually do any of the terraforming and stuff like that. I will do that in a later video. If I get enough commenters saying that you want to see it, I will make sure to show you guys how to do some cool little farms. But let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into the build. So here's the build palette we're going to be using for today. You're going to need some spruce doors, a furnace, lanterns, ladders, a few paintings, some chests, glass panes, some barrels, oak logs, stripped oak trapdoors, spruce buttons, spruce stairs, spruce fences, spruce slabs, spruce planks, oak slabs, oak stairs, spruce trapdoors, a few pots, and a few different flowers. So what I'm doing is just clearing out a little bit of space, terraforming a little bit, giving myself a little bit of a platform to work on, getting rid of the tree that's in the area, getting rid of a lot of the grass so it makes it a little bit easier to place blocks. I'm actually going to put a little bit of a farm out back and do a little bit more terrain detailing for this build for the thumbnail. If you guys want to see how I do that in a later build, if you like it, then I'll make sure to include that in the next video. But with all that done, let's jump into the build. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is building up the frame for the house. If you're doing this in survival, this first block you will not need on any of the exterior corners, but you will need logs right here on the interiors. If you want to save a little bit of resources, that's just a little tip for you. But we're going to be placing logs on all the corners that I have marked out here. And then I'm going to place barrels facing just like this on the tops of all of these logs. And then on top of the barrels, you want to place 2 more logs to give us some 4 tall pillars. And now we're going to connect all of these pillars together. We're going to place 2 logs. Then you want a barrel, then 2 more logs. On this one, you just want 1 log here, a barrel in the middle, and then another log. This one, we're just going to go straight across with 2 logs just like that. Here, we're going to place a log and then a barrel and then another log. Same with this one, a log, a barrel, and then another log. This one's just going to be a log here. This one's going to kind of mirror this one. So we got to go 1, 2, barrel, and then a log, just like that. And this one, we're going to split the difference just like we did here. So 1, 2 logs, a barrel, and then 2 more logs. So now we have the base of our frame here. And on the exterior corners, what I want to do is place 2 outward facing logs just like this on all these corners. These interior corners, you obviously don't have to worry about, but the exterior corners, we just want these to add a little bit more depth, a little bit more detail, and I think it looks nice. And now we're going to build up the roof for this area here. So what I want to do is place a log here, do a temporary block, 2 more logs on top of that one, another temporary block, and a log on top of there. And then we'll break our temporary blocks. We'll repeat that over here. So 1 log, temporary block, 2 more logs on top of there, temporary block, and a log on top of there, and then we can break our temporaries. And now I want to place a temporary. I want to have an outward facing log here, or break the 2 temporary ones. And I'm going to drag this one all the way across until we are 1 out from this frame section here. And I'm going to copy that section right here. So 1 log, a temporary block, 2 logs, temporary block, and then another log, and then break your temporary. And we should be looking at something like this. Now I'm going to build this one up. This one needs to come up 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do a log, a barrel, and then another log. And this one's going to be 1 on each side here. Temporary, temporary, then a log and a log. And then we're going to do 1, 2 temporary blocks, and then a log facing outwards just like this. And then we're going to drag this one over here to where it is 1 away from this one. And then you can break your temporary blocks here, and then we can drag this one up 1, 2, and 3, and then we can connect this all the way across. We don't need a barrel in between these guys. And this one can come up 1, 2, and 3, and then we can connect this one as well, just 1, 2 on this side. And then this one will also come up 1, 2, and 3 and connect right here just like that. And this one is a little bit more tricky. We're going to try to mirror this little section here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a temporary block on this log here, another temporary block, and then we want another log on top of there to mirror that section, and then you can break your temporary blocks. And then the same thing over here, I want to do a temporary block right on that same one and place another log right here. And then you can go ahead and break that temporary block. And then we're just going to match this one up. So we're going to do a log here, a temporary block, and another log here, and break your temporary. And that's all for that side there. Now I'm going to come back over to this section, and we're going to place logs right next to these guys. I want to go up 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do a temporary, and then I want to do another log here, a temporary, and then an outward facing log just like that. Break our temporary blocks on all these sides, and then I actually want to drag this one all the way back and connect it there. And that will be our frame completely done. So this is the frame. All right, so now what I want to do, I want to make a layout of the interior. right behind this wool, I'm just going to build up some walls all the way back here. We just want to go 3 high until we meet this section here. We're going to leave this space empty. So just on the insides of the logs is where you want to place your blocks. And right now I'm just doing stripped oak. And then I'm going to drag this up until I hit the log. So all the way up to the top here, just like this. Same thing over here. And then I'm going to repeat that process over here as well, dragging it all the way to the top there. And I'm going to come over here to this little smaller section. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All the way around. You can see this section here is going to be fairly small. And now what I want to do, I want to drag this all the way up to the top here as well, all the way to the top. And then this section here, I'm going to drag this wall all the way to the very top as well. We can actually come over to this section here and bring these walls up all the way up to here. And if you want to fill this space back in here, that's fine. I will do that just so no mobs spawn back here. And now that that's done, our walls are basically complete. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back through the walls and I'm going to do a little bit of detailing just like this, add some texture to the walls just so they don't look so flat. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys where the doors are. So from this front section here, the smaller side of the roof, we're going to come over here and we're going to break out 1, 2, 3 blocks here. We're going to place an upside down stair here. This is where our door is going to be. And then if we move over to the right here, I'm going to break out these 3 sections here. I'm going to place a regular stair here and an upside down stair here. Make us a window right here. I'm going to move over this direction, break out 1, 2, and 3. Another window here, come over again. And this is going to be our back door. So I'm going to break out 1, 2, 3, and an upside down stair at the top for our door. This one, I'm going to come right below this barrel here. I'm going to break out 1, 2, and 3. Have a window right here directly across from the door. Turn right once more. And then another window right here. Regular stair, upside down stair. We'll have a nice little window there. And now I want to come up to this top section here. I'm going to break out 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to place a stair here, upside down stair here for another window. And on this taller section, I'm going to break out 1, 2, and 3 here. I'm going to turn this one inwards here and inwards here just like this. And we'll have another window right up here. So now that the windows and the doors are all in place, I'm going to go ahead and do the texturing for the walls. And once I do that, we'll get into a little bit more detailing and finishing off the roof. All right, so now that that's done, we're gonna take some spruce stairs, and underneath all these exposed logs, I'm gonna place upside down stairs just like this. And I'm gonna place a spruce stair upside down facing this direction just like that. And the same thing goes with down at the bottom, just in these corners here. I'm gonna place some spruce stairs. And then right here, I'm gonna place some more spruce stairs on the bottom of all these pillars, just like this, going around all the sides here, just doing this on all the pillars. And then underneath these guys here, I'm gonna place some more spruce stairs, some more upside down stairs up here and here. And there's going to be a door right here, so we can go ahead and place that there as well. And then when we get to this corner here, I'm going to place a stair facing this direction. And on this little 1x1 section here, I'm going to place a stair here, upside down stair here, an upside down stair here. I'm going to fill in these little spots as well. And then underneath here, and then you can go back around and finish up the rest of these guys just like this. There'll be stairs out here by the door. There'll be stairs here as well. And like I said, we're just going to walk all the way around the build with this. It just adds a little bit of extra detail, a little bit of extra depth to the build, and just makes it look that much nicer in my opinion. And then obviously don't forget the roof sections here to make it complete. And then you'll also need a few stairs underneath this one as well. So there we go. When we're all done with all the stairs, should be looking at something like this. And now to all the exposed logs facing outwards, I'm going to place some spruce buttons on all of these guys, including the ones on the roof here that are facing outwards, just to give a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth. All of them except for this one here. This one's going to be covered up. So place them around here like this, and then one more and we should be done. And now I'm going to place some spruce fences underneath these guys, just like this. And this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm also going to place them on the top of this one as well. So top and bottom just on this section here. The rest of them, just the bottoms. There we go. So that's what you should be looking at now. So let's get started on the roof. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to drag some oak slabs across the top of all of these oak logs, just like this. You want a regular facing stair right here, an upside down facing stair, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair. Then you want a stripped oak log here, an upside down stair below it, and then a regular stair facing outwards just like this. And this is just going to be our outliner. We're going to do oak, and then we're going to do spruce after that. So regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair, stripped oak log, upside down stair, and then an oak stair. And then on the bottom of this corner oak stair, I'm going to place a spruce trap door underneath just like this on both sides. And now we're going to try to copy that section over here just for this side. So oak stair, upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair, stripped oak log, upside down stair, regular stair, and then another trap door right there. And then kind of similar over here, we want to do our oak slabs across the top, and we want to do oak stair, upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair. And again on the other side, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, and then a regular stair. And then we're going to drag this one all the way across here, just like this. And you want to extend it one further than that log there. And then we're going to try to copy the same thing. Upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair. And then we're going to leave that section just like that for now. And now we're going to come to this section over here that we didn't finish up. So front of the house, go to the right, drag this section of stairs all the way across until they touch the wall here. And now we're gonna take some spruce planks here, place them across just like this, spruce stairs on top of there, and then spruce stairs all the way up until we reach the top. We're gonna kind of leave this section off a little bit. We're also gonna drag this section across to here. We're gonna break this block, place another spruce plank here, just to kind of give it a nice little look there. And then we're gonna drag some spruce across here until we reach this log here, and we're gonna drag it all the way across to right here. And then I'm gonna place a full block here just to give us a little bit better connection there. And then here we can fill this all up with some spruce stairs all the way around. And so far our roof is looking pretty good just like that. And then over here, so if you come to the front of the build, you want to move to your left. We're going to place a stair right here. We're going to do an upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair. And then we're also going to connect these guys right in the middle. And then you want to place spruce stairs right here, wrapping it all the way around just like that. And repeat the process on the other side. So stair, upside down stair, stair, upside down stair, stair until they touch. And then you're going to place another stair right in here, and then spruce stairs on the inside to wrap things up. So now our roof is essentially done, and this is what you have to look at now. So I'm going to place another stripped oak log in here, and in here just kind of fill up the void there a little bit. We're going to place an oak log here, an oak log here. We're going to take our stair, push it over here like this and like that. We're going to want a spruce fence on top of here and there, and a few buttons here and here. And now you're going to want a few spruce slabs. We're going to place a slab here and here, and then one in the center. And then you're going to want to place a few temporary trapdoors. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you want to place 1, 2, 3 more trapdoors on top of those guys. Open these up and then break these guys down. And now we have a little bit of a balcony here to stand on to check out the area. All right, now that the exterior is done, we're going to work on a little bit of the interior. But before we do that, I want to finish up a few things. So if we come to the back of the house, so this door here, I want to set in the doors here. So to do that, I'm going to place some stone here. I'm going to have the door facing like this, just so it gives us a little bit of extra depth and detail there. We're also going to place our glass panes in our windows. I'm also going to add another window here. So right there, just like that, I have a window there. We also are going to have a door here. So I'm going to break this block. I'm going to place some spruce plank here, and then another door just like that to give us a little bit extra depth and detail. Same thing over here. I'm going to break this block, put a stone block down in our door like this. I'm just placing a stone block because I'm going to have a stone path leading around here once I finish things up. Place another window there, window here. There's a window right here and a window right here. And then I think I missed one more window down here. Yeah, so I think that's all the windows. So once we have all the windows done, our exterior is basically complete, and you can kind of finish up the build however you would like. Just a few things I want to do here where we missed a few spots. So right in here, I want to place a log. Then I'm going to place an oak plank right in here. And then right here, I'm going to place another upside down stair to give us that little look right there. I'm also going to place an upside down stair here, here, and here. I'm going to grab some trap doors. I'm going to place them underneath this guy here, 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 and here. Same thing over here. I'm going to do a trap door, upside down stair, and then another trap door. And then I'm going to get some lanterns. I'm going to hang them from here and underneath the barrels here. Trying to do a little bit of lighting out here. Also give us a little bit of extra detail and make it a little bit mob proof for all you survival players. And then one more here. And that should give us enough light around here. We can actually probably place one over here in this corner as well. And that should be efficient light for us to work with. And now that the exterior is done, I'm going to go through and I'm going to finish up the interior a little bit just to kind of give you guys an idea of what you can do with this house. There's not a whole lot. There's not a lot of space. I've kind of done a little bit of work in here, replaced the floors, added a ladder here because I'm going to be putting a loft up here. Try to make the roof look a little bit better in some sections, but like I said, it's a really small spot. We're also going to place a trap door right here. So if I get a trap door here, we're gonna be going down here, and we're gonna be making a little bit of a storage room down here as well. If I just clear out a little bit of a space down here, we can bring it down probably 3. That'll give us enough space to have a decent sized storage space. So 1, 2, so I have a 3x3 little section here. We can break out the walls here on all these sides. Then we'll place in our stripped oak logs everywhere that I have missed, just like that. Get a few barrels, a few chests. So we can do chests here like that, a few chests here, and we can do barrels right here, and right here. And that gives us a decent little storage area. It can be closed off. So we can either do like a lantern in here, or you can do some glowstone with the carpet over top of it, make it a little bit more hidden lighting down here. But like I said, I'm gonna finish up the interior a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back in to show you what I've done. All right, so before we check out the interior, I want to show you guys a few things that I did change in the exterior. I brought this across here like that, just to kind of connect it a little bit more with the oak. And then I also drug this wall out one more. So it is a little bit of a smaller balcony, but the reason I did so is to give us a little bit more space here on the interior to put a little bit of a barrel, a little bit of something here that actually doesn't need to be there. But we have a little bit more decoration in here. We have a nice bed. We have ourselves a chest. I also added a barrel in this section here. So if you want to get rid of that block, I also put a barrel right in here. So we have some more storage space. Some paintings in here just to give ourselves a little bit of something colorful to look at, and then I have a little bit of a storage area up here. So plenty of storage in this little small house. Would make for a great little storage house later on. Just a nice little space here, and then obviously the balcony out here just to look at the exterior, kind of check out your surroundings. Let's actually enter in from the front here. So if you come in, you close the door, we have a nice little chest here to put any of your goodies inside. We obviously have the balcony up top, which we can see gives a lot of headspace up here. Makes it look a little bit bigger than it actually is. Also added a nice plant here with a pot, a dead bush, and a leaf block. And obviously I have a little bit of a different texture than the default because I have the Better Leaves mod, or Better Leaves add-on through Optifine. Got our furnace, our crafting table. We have a painting here. We have a crafting table down below that's accessible here, but we also have one over here if we need it. Our storage room down here that we built before, and then also a crafting table there that I forgot to mention. And that is basically the house done. I'm also going to can also place a lantern in here just to give ourselves a little bit more light. We got plenty of light right here from this lantern, so I don't think we'll need it over here, but just a little bit more light here with that lantern. We do have a lantern here, so nothing really wrong there. And then another thing I like to do, if you do need more storage space, even though I feel like there's enough, you can come down like this, place a barrel upside down just like so, and then it really kind of blends in with the floor, but then you also have extra storage space in the floor. I'm not going to go ahead and go through all that section there, but that is the interior and the exterior completed. I'm going to finish up detailing around this area, and then we'll finish off the video. All right, so here we are. I've added myself a little bit of a pathway here. Got a little bit of a garden back here with some wheat, some potatoes, some carrots, a little pumpkin farm as well. Little pathway going through here. Just trying to add a little bit of detail. Added some vines on the house to give it a little bit more life. Obviously, I got the bushes and vines hanging around here. Added a few custom trees, a couple spruce trees back here, and then also a custom oak tree here, which I think looks pretty nice. I really wish I would have turned the tree over to this side, but it would have made adding this little swing here a little bit easier. But I think the little swing came out pretty nice. Adds a little bit of character to the house as well. I can't remember where I saw someone do this. I think it was on Reddit, maybe Typeface on YouTube. Not totally sure. If you guys know where this comes from, let me know down in the comment section below. I know I've seen it somewhere else though. I didn't do this first. But I'm thinking about doing like a little bit of a village or a town here. It's kind of why I cut off the road section here and left this kind of blank over here. We can add a little bit more farmlands down here, possibly some more roadways, a little town center, something like that. Maybe get a few more starter house designs in this area, then maybe a few more advanced houses as well. If you guys haven't seen the Afterlife series that I got going on, I have a pretty cool starter house that I built on there, and I was thinking about doing a tutorial on that as well. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comment section. But that is going to be it for the build today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, you're brand new or you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It helps out the channel a lot, and I would really appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the build, and I'll see you all next time on How Do You Build That.